What's up, everybody? Going to be going over UFC 285. Cody Garbrandt versus Trevin Jones. Going to get just right into it. Cody Garbrandt. Remember the good old days when TJ Dillashaw and Cody Garbrandt were competing to see who the biggest douchebag was in the UFC?
Hanging with the boys. Where's Guido and that sexy Lexi? I want a sexy Lexi. I'm man. You know it.
Where does the time go? Cody might have had one of the biggest falls from grace possibly we've ever seen in UFC history. Went from 11-0, 6-0 in the UFC, bantamweight champion. Fast forward 6 years, he's now 12-5 and 1-5 since becoming champ. The guy's only 31 years old, but that chin is cash and AARP checks. And it's a shame because he was really fun guy to watch. Really, really low fight IQ. Just no regard for his health. But, fun to watch. Chin up, swanging and banging. And like I said, super fun guy to watch. 9 out of his 12 UFC fights have ended by KO, but his fight style isn't necessarily conducive to winning, obviously. It's been 15 months since we've seen Cody. Last time he fought was December of 2021. And that was probably a good move. Taking some time off. It was, just to heal up a little bit. He's coming off a really brutal fight against Kai France. He actually dropped down in weight. And Kai France just really fucked him up. Yeah, I don't know why Cody thought it was a good idea to move down a weight class for that fight. And that might have been one of the biggest bonehead moves of all time. His chin is already terribly compromised. So what do? Like cut more weight, drain yourself even more, and go fight one of the hardest hitters in the flyweight division? It just wasn't a smart move for the guy. Uh, Time to say something good about him. I guess he's a heavy hitter. He's still got that going for him. I think that's probably the only way he could win this fight. He's always been kind of one-sided. He's never had the best volume because he throws such power punches. Never really grappled too much. He's going to be taking on Trevin Jones, whose UFC record doesn't really look the best, but we're going to take a closer look at it right now. He joined the UFC in 2020. He's fought 5 times. He KO'd Timur Valiev, who had a ton of hype coming into that fight, but it was overturned because he popped for weed because he took the fight on short notice. So I still count that as a win. He then KO'd Mario Bautista, who I think is an absolute stud. He's making his way. I think he's like 5-1 in his last 6. He's absolutely killing it right now at bantamweight. Then took on another up and comer. Like this, Jones only takes fights against killers. He fought Saeed Yobak Kakramanov, who is an insane grappler. He came in a little heavy in that fight. Trevin Jones just had his way with him in the grappling department. And Saeed Robak, he's a guy who controlled Ronnie Lawrence for 12 minutes and Saeed Nurmagomedov for 7 minutes and 52 seconds of an 8-minute and 50-second fight. And Trevin Jones just outgrappled him. He did get caught in a sub in the 3rd round, but he was looking great up until that point. So far, all great performances that we saw. But then lost his next 2. One to Javid Basharat, another killer. Tried to stay in the strike with him, and he did all right considering how good of a striker Basharat is. But yet he just got a little bit outclassed on the feet, to be honest. And his last time out was the worst performance in his career, which is a quote from him, not just me, against Ronnie Barcelos. Ronnie Barcelos was just out there with a game plan, followed it, grappled with him, kept him on the ground. And that was that. Jones and Cody do have a lot in common in terms of fight styles. Both guys don't have the most output, but they both are heavy-handed, powerful strikers. I do expect some exciting striking exchanges between these two. The difference is Jones can take a shot. He's tough as nails. Has 9 pro losses. He doesn't have the best pro record. I think he's 13-9. But like I said, he only takes fights against like these high-level guys. He has 9 pro losses, not one of them from knockout. And if Jones comes out like he did against that Javid Basharat, I think he actually has a great shot in this fight. He looks so good. And Javid Basharat is just, at this point, light years ahead of Cody Garbrandt. I also give Jones the grappling advantage. Honestly, though, I kind of see Cody Garbrandt wanting to grapple before Jones does. I think Cody's just searching for this new fight style of his. He's really grasping at straws. But yeah, I just don't see Cody winning this one. So I'm going to be going with the underdog right now, Trevin Jones.